I'm Eve, a psychic tarot reader, and this channel is Mystic Rainbow Tarot, as most of you probably know by now. So whether you are a new or existing subscriber, thank you so much for supporting this channel, and I really appreciate anyone who is tuning in and watching my videos. Also, I really appreciate everyone who has liked and subscribed to this channel. Thank you so much. So I'm just going to go over to the table now to do the reading. Hi, I'm Eve. So this is a requested reading about Jisoo and Jung Hae-in. And about how their connection is at the moment. So how are these two at the moment? What's the energy surrounding their connection? I think it's a couple of months since I've done one on these two, so I'll be interested to see myself how they're getting along. So don't forget to like, share and subscribe to support the channel, and I'd really appreciate that. Thank you. So Jisoo and Jung Hae-in. How are these two doing at the moment? So firstly, we have the Fool and the Five of Wands. Those where you can see them. So what I'm getting is they have a very playful connection, and they're going through a new phase right now. Jisoo may think it could be risky in the way that she's got like an up and coming world tour with BLACKPINK, and it will be more difficult for her to find the time to see Jung Hae-in, but she sees the potential here in this connection, and she has a lot of hope for them for the future. So she is going to continue with things. And with this Five of Wands, hopefully you can see it, what I feel is Hae-in is a bit of a warrior. He seems to be fighting to make things work, and he intends to continue until he finds a way that will work best for both of them. So he doesn't want to let things like her tour, her career or his career get in the way of their connection. So that's lovely. So let's see what else we have. We have the Emperor here. So I feel like there's an older man here, and you can see him in the picture, and he's like a leader who, well, you can see in the card, he's in charge of things to do with Jisoo. I mean, he's wise, decisive and powerful in the industry. So he's a boss guy. He could be management. So they're not sure if this person would approve, because Jisoo is in the K-pop industry, and I feel like he's to do with the K-pop industry. So he's someone in charge. They would need his approval, and you know, they're keeping this a secret at the moment, so to see how things go. So that's a hurdle they would need to get over and have his permission, I feel. So the next card is the Ace of Cups, because for those that don't know, in the K-pop industry, they'd rather they didn't have any relationships. They'd just rather they focused on their career, because it does take a lot of their time and energy up, and they don't want relationships affecting their careers. That's the reason. So so with this Ace of Cups, their connection is emotionally fulfilling, and it's like healthy and harmonious. So as you can see in the card, the water is the emotions in their connection, so it's flowing really well. But they have to be careful, because this person here who's in charge is also looking out for Jisoo. I mean, he's looking out for her interests. He's protective towards her and wants the best for her, and doesn't want anything interfering with her career, especially as she's just embarked on her acting career in SNOWDROP, and it's going really well. So he wants her to focus on her acting career, and obviously her tour with BLACKPINK. So, you know, because she's very busy with, she's got 2 avenues going there, the K-pop and the acting now. Jung Hae-in is also very protective of her and wants the best for her. So we've got the two men here. So if it carries on, I do feel that he would need to go to this guy and get his approval. So yeah. So I'm just going to shuffle the cards and see what further messages we can get about the connection between Jisoo and Jung Hae-in. Messages that we're allowed to know about their connection. How's it all going at the moment? What's happening within their connection? So it seems like there's 2 men here with Jisoo's best interests at heart. The older guy who's to do with her career, who's wise and has sort of lived his life and knows, he's sort of got the life experience, so he can advise her. And we've got Jung Hae-in, who is younger, and he's got the feelings for her, so he's got her interests at heart too. And so we'll have to see how this pans out. So next we have the 9 of Pentacles. So this does indicate stability and security in their connection. It's that sort of security that gives Jisoo and Hae-in freedom, independence and support from each other, for each other, to pursue their career projects. It's not a sort of connection that's tying or demanding. So, you know, they've got their independence to do what they want, but they're very supportive to each other as well. And that's what all the pentacles are in this card. It's about the security. So, and the stability. And I mean, this card is a good omen relating to success and prosperity with their careers. And they are enjoying the rewards of their achievements because of their hard work and professionalism. So that's about them also enjoying time out together. And see, the lady in the card is wealthy and affluent, just like Jisoo, and kind of proud of where she's got to. I mean, she's done so well with all her achievements, and they have a good time together. So next we have Six of Pentacles. So like I say, things are going well because there's an equal give and take in this connection, and feelings are mutual. So there is this happy balance that I see in their connection. I feel like Hae-in is very generous towards Jisoo and probably treats her to meals out and things like that. So they do make time out for each other out of their careers to keep this connection flowing, which is lovely. So we have the shadow side card here, which looks pretty scary, but I'll explain what this is about. This relates to the darker side of the shadow side of the entertainment industry, and they're the people who probably wouldn't want these two to be together, and they just want them to concentrate on their careers. So obviously I don't want to go too far into that because it's pretty negative, that side of the industry, and there are some bad guys in all industries, and it's no different in the entertainment industry. So they're keeping away from them, keeping it quiet, so they don't find out while they're seeing how this goes. So then there's the Three of Wands here. So I think they're both very optimistic about the future, and they do have this long distance connection, but they are still managing to find the time for each other. They're willing to put in the work to see if this grows into something more. So like I've mentioned, Jisoo will be travelling with her world tour with BLACKPINK, and despite this, things are still moving forward in a good way, and they are happy with what they've got, because obviously she has to practice a lot, and they do work, especially in the K-pop industry. It can be quite exhausting, some of the dance routines and everything, but they're still managing to keep things going in this connection, because he totally understands about her career and she totally understands about his career. So I think I'm just going to get my oracle cards and see what other messages I can find out. So messages about Jisoo and Jung Hae-in. What are the messages for us about these two and their connection? going to lay these down on top. So we have the first card here. So they have this flirty playfulness, which makes their connection quite light-hearted, and it's a fun relationship. It's kind of a romantic friendship, you know, sort of holding hands sometimes, butterflies, that type of thing, and just joking around. It's just light-hearted fun, so it's lovely. It gives them a break from all the seriousness of their careers. So this is It's Safe for You to Love. So I do feel they're aware that they have to keep things quiet at the moment because the industry doesn't like gossip and they'll be being watched. So they're keeping it as quiet as they can and just enjoying the moment together when they're together. And next we have honeymoon. So I feel they are on the honeymoon period of their connection with their sort of lovely emotional bond. I also think that Hae-in thinks about Jisoo a lot, and he inspires her to think outside of the box, and Jisoo is helping him to be more patient and to think things through first, because he likes to rush in first and kind of like think afterwards. He's that type of person. So, but she's kind of like the opposite like that. She would take her time and think things through and make sure it's the right thing. She's very sensible about things. I'm not saying that he's not sensible, but he's very jumping quickly, that type of person. So yeah, and I think she'll talk things through with him first, kind of to make sure something is right for him, so he can look at himself and what he's doing and whether it's actually right for him. And he really appreciates that, because that stops him doing anything that might be really bad for him. So I do feel like their connection is very peaceful and balanced at the moment. And Jisoo likes that he's very straightforward. He's straight talking. He'll say what's on his mind, or he'll say how he sees something or how he feels. It goes back to that not thinking first. So he's kind of like very down to earth, and he doesn't worry about what other people think about what he says or does. Whereas Jisoo will think before she says something, because she wouldn't like to upset anybody, because she can get hurt and upset herself. She understands the emotional side of things more. That's not to say he hasn't got emotions, he has, but he's a lot more direct is what I'm trying to say. So I feel like they're good for each other, because in this connection he's learning how to be more patient, think things through, and think first before maybe he says some things. And they've got this balance of things that help each other, because he likes that Jisoo is warm and caring, and if he has any worries, she listens and advises him wisely. So they're very good for each other, because it's no good if you get two people who are exactly the same. They're not going to grow as people. But in this connection, they're growing. So Hae-in sees Jisoo as very wise and practical, and Jisoo feels happy and free in this connection, and she's never felt that before. And I feel there is affection and devotion between these two. So yes, they do have this lovely bond still. So I'm pleased they do, and things are going well right now, so I wish them all the best. So that's the end of the reading, and if you would like a private reading, my email is in the description box below. Just contact me and I'll get back to you as soon as I can. Sending you love and light. Bye for now.